Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Chelsea, and if you're new around here, we'd like to do beauty related content on this channel. If that's something that you like, then please hit subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, then please click on the bell and you'll be notified of every time that I upload. What is going on with my hair? So if you want to see how I created this eye look, that will be my last video, so I will link that down below for you. But today's video, we've got a speed review video, which I've not actually done yet before on my channel. I got this idea from Morgan Turner, but the more aware of it I am now, I've seen quite a few people do this, and do you know what? It's actually a really good idea because I've got so many different makeup products. I'll say that I'll update people on, and then I don't end up doing videos on them again and stuff like that. So I thought it's a good way as well for me to actually use up a lot of my makeup, because a lot of the time I buy things, I use it once for a video and then I don't use it again, and then I stick to my favourites like on a daily basis. So yeah, I thought I'd show you this makeup look, so not the eyes but the base, which I absolutely love. I've been using these products a lot since I've purchased them. These have become some of my new favourites, and yeah, we're going to go back to doing the makeup rotating and trying out new products in my collection. There's a few in here that I like, and there's a few in here that I haven't really worked out for me. Products will work differently on other people compared to me. We've got a big box here of goodies, and if you want to hear my speed reviews on a good amount of products, then please stay tuned. So yeah, we've got a mixture of complexion products here. I haven't really tried that many eyeshadow palettes that are new throughout the past like 2 months. I've only really done the P. Louise Money Shot palette, which is what I'm wearing now, and 2 videos will be up and I'll link them both down below, and the Made by Mitchell Where the Mangoes palette. But other than that, I haven't tried any new palettes. So yeah, over the next month I am going to do that for you. But in the meantime, this is just complexion stuff, and I've got so much stuff to talk about, so I'm just going to get straight into it. So the first are kind of like primer kind of things. Well, this one's not actually a primer. So this is the Body Shop Bronzing Drops of Sun. So this is like a holiday glow creator. So it's like an instant tan for your face. So I basically just squirt 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I tend to do it with moisturiser, and then just with a tiny like small St. Moritz mitt, I then just blend it all for the days when, especially if I'm wearing a high neck top or something like that, or even sometimes I put this on my chest actually, but just to give myself a little bit of a sun-kissed look, because where I am so pasty, I don't really tan in the sun anymore because I'm not really ever in the sun. I work indoors and I'm indoors a lot. So yeah, so this is literally magic in a bottle, and even on days where I don't wear makeup but I don't want to look so pasty, then I'll just put this on with a bit of moisturiser, and I get so many people complimenting how sun-kissed I look. So yeah, I definitely would recommend getting this. Next one, we got the Avocado Poreless Primer from the Beauty Crop. Now I did a whole Beauty Crop video where I tested a lot of the complexion stuff, and I've got a few things here because I've really tested them out since. Like, this is a really nice primer. It's pore minimising primer. However, I don't feel like it really does much to my pores. It's just a nice everyday primer that I just have in my everyday drawer that I tend to use just every day because it's there. I don't really think it's anything special. I don't think it does much, but yeah, it's just a nice base for your makeup to sit on. And then we've got the iconic London Radiance Booster. Now I've got this in the shade Champagne Glow, and it's a similar sort of concept to Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. However, it's a little bit thicker, and I actually love this. Like, as you can see, I've got such a glow to my skin, and I've got a matte foundation on, but it just looks so nice and healthy. And at first it does slightly lean towards the Tin Man vibes if you were to wear this by itself, but I always just stick this on underneath a matte foundation just to then help that glow come through, and it's not too mattifying on my skin, and it helps for my makeup to not settle into my fine lines and stuff like that. It doesn't really enhance texture that much, but yeah, I absolutely love this, so I would recommend getting it. It's a little bit pricey. I think it's like £30 still. If you don't want to use Flawless Filter, maybe give this one a go. And speaking of Flawless Filter, I've got the Collection Gorgeous Glow Filter Finish, the Complexion Boosting Primer and Illuminator. So this says it's multi-use illuminator, primer and skin perfector. So I got this in the shade Fair 1, and I've got mixed feelings about this. So I bought it, I tried it a few times underneath foundation like what I normally would for my Charlotte Tilbury, and I was like, no, I don't like the way it wears. It doesn't really wear well under my foundation for some reason. I just couldn't get it to work properly. But then I started to use it, as a foundation, just, you know, on the days where I just go to work, I'll whack this on, some concealer, powder, good to go. And I actually really preferred it. So yeah, I prefer to wear this alone without foundation and just a little bit of concealer, like the spot concealer, just for like a really natural everyday look. But this under a foundation, I don't like it. It just cakes up and I just feel like it's an unnecessary layer underneath my foundation. Okay, so speaking of foundation, I've actually got 3 to add into the mix. They're like a mixture of kind of new and one not. So the first one is what I'm wearing today, and it's the Be Perfect Cream cover. I've actually lost the lid. This is the one that I'm wearing today, and I wear this nearly every day that I want to wear foundation. I love this foundation. It gives such nice coverage. It's like a soft matte and it is absolutely beautiful on the skin. It's a perfect shade match for me, as if I do say so myself. Really nice bottle. And yeah, the only downfall for this is the pump is crap. So I thought I'd run out of product because the pump wasn't working properly, but then I unscrewed the lid and there's so much product, and I did think so because I haven't actually had this that long. I bought this when I'd done a whole full face of Be Perfect complexion stuff, and yeah, really do rate this foundation. I've seen some people say it's like clay, but I don't feel like it's like that at all. It's very lightweight, you can't really feel it on your skin, it just feels like velvety and like a soft matte, if that makes sense. But yeah, I would really recommend this foundation if you like full coverage. Another one that I really liked is the DIOR Backstage Face and Body Foundation. So this is in the shade 1N, and oh my god, this is an actual dream. I love this foundation. The only thing is, even though it's 1N, which is like light neutral, it's too dark. It's a shade too dark for me, which is so annoying. So actually I think it's meant to be fair, I'm not too sure, but yeah, so I think I have to have a bit more of a tan when I use this, but then when I do wear it, I really do love it. And then we've also got the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. So this is in the shade Deauville, so L4, and this applies nicely, but I don't know, it doesn't really wear well on me, which is annoying because I love these kind of foundations. Like, I like a lightweight foundation, and this is that, and it's infused with skincare and stuff like that, but yeah, it just doesn't really wear well on me. Like, the longevity of it just doesn't seem to last that well on me. So if you've got any tips for making this last long, please let me know down below, because I really do want to make use of it. Again, it's not a cheap foundation, they're quite expensive, NARS ones are, but yeah, it's okay. I feel like this is better and this is better than this one. I have a few concealers and I tried to put all 3 on my face today to show you. So the first one I put on was the Pat McGrath concealer. So this is in the shade L3. So this is the Skin Fetish Sublime Concealer, and I really do like this. It wears very nicely, it settles nicely into your skin, and yeah, it's definitely a high-end concealer, and I think it is worth the price. I really do love this. I wear this on most days, and yeah, I just wish I got a shade lighter than that. And then the next one I got, which is Drugstore, and it's the Rimmel the Multitasker Concealer. So this is the concealer that we always used at the P. Louise Academy when I went there for 4 days, and it's a really good concealer considering it's only like, what, £7 or something. This is in the shade 030 Light, and yeah, as you can see, it just blends really nicely, and yeah, just does everything that you want a concealer to do. It's quite good coverage too. And then we've got the Huda Beauty the Faux Filter Concealer, and this is in the shade Honey 1.7, and I've got mixed feelings about this. I feel like, as you can see on my face, well, I don't know if you can see, but this side, the side that I didn't put this on, is really smooth and hasn't really settled into my fine lines, whereas this side had, and yeah, like you can see a little bit of my fine lines here, but it's like more enhanced here. It's just too thick for my under eye. But the coverage is good and it's a really nice shade as well. So I'll probably use it in other areas on my face, but then avoid using this under my under eye because it does cake up a little bit. Then I've got 2 liquid blushes that I've absolutely been loving, and these formulas are just amazing since I've been testing them out. And so we've got the first one, the P. Louise, the cheek of it. So this is the liquid blush. These are relatively new. This is in the shade Sunkissed Miss. So I bought 3 shades for £10, I think it was, on TikTok, and they're like really pink, girly kind of shades. This one is like a mixture between the two. So the other one was like a melon one, and then another one was like a bright pink one. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, this is just such, I've got it on this side. I haven't added any extra blush on. This is just the P. Louise one, and I absolutely love this. It's so natural, like a natural flush of colour, but still cute and girly. It blends out like a dream. It's just like when you add the P. Louise bases as your blush. It's exactly the same as that. It's very, very easy to blend out with a brush, with a sponge. I tend to use a brush with it, like a fluffy brush, and yeah, it blends out really nice. I just tap it in, and it's really long wearing as well. And then we've also got the famous Made by Mitchell liquid blushes. So this is quite a new shade to my collection, but it's one that I've been loving, and it's Posy Rosy, which is on this side. It's a lot more pigmented than the P. Louise one, so a little does go a long way, so it's more like vibrant, but it's such a beautiful shade. And again, I've not added any extra blush. It just blends out like a dream. I think it's easier to blend out with the brush. So this is an MF4 brush, so it's quite a dense but angled brush, and it's very easy to blend out and keep the colour as well, because it doesn't blend out the colour. But yeah, these dry really quick, so I do recommend applying some and then like dabbing it in and working it into your skin, rather than the P. Louise one. I could just apply it all over to my face and then blend it out, but yeah, I'd have to blend this one out quite quickly. And then we've got cream bronzers, so we've got the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kiss Glow bronzer, and this is in the shade 2 medium. So I really love this. Again, I've seen so many mixed reviews on it, but I really like it. I think it's very pigmented. It blends out so easily though. Like, I accidentally put too much on this side, but it blends out absolutely fine. And yeah, it just gives a really nice soft glow to your skin as well. But yeah, just like a natural, like you've been in the sun kind of tanned, especially paired with the other airbrush bronzer. So I actually took ages to purchase this, I think because it's so expensive, but it's such a big pan, so you know it's going to last you a long time. Again, this is in the shade medium 2, and I absolutely love this. Like, since I bought it, I only bought it like last month, and I've been using it nearly every day. I absolutely love it. It's so natural and it blends so beautifully, especially against my complexion as well. Yeah, I definitely would recommend these. Now, I've been testing out 4 powders, and as you can see by my face, some of them are good, some of them aren't. So the first one that I want to talk about is the Jordana Tisha one. So this is in the shade Half Baked. So the top end you've got the pressed, and then the bottom you've got the loose. And as you can see by this side of my face, Chef's Kiss, it's like, you know, absolutely fine, soft focus, airbrush looking, really nice. This side, not so much. So this side I did use the Halo Glow from ELF, which I think is a nice setting powder, but it's nice when you first apply it, but then it doesn't wear well on my skin. And I know a lot of people recommend this, but I just don't see the hype. It's very nice for when you first apply. Like I say, it just doesn't hold up my oils. Like, I'm gonna have to use my Jordana one right now, and I just get it with a nice powder puff and just a slightly damp one as well I've been using. Let's just set that. That's a bit better. Yeah, so I prefer the loose side to the pressed side. Like, I wouldn't just use the pressed side underneath my eyes and then Bob's your uncle, let's go out. I'd use the loose side under my eyes, and then just like I did in my video, I just then use the pressed side with the brush and just use it as like an all-rounder setter. I don't feel like the press side was meant to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't think it is that. It's okay, like I don't think it does that much, but it's just like a nice all-rounder powder. So yeah, we've also got the Fit Me powder from Maybelline, which is what I used on my forehead and just here. I try to use as many powders as possible in this video. Mixed reviews on this one. Mixed. So as you can see, my forehead is looking absolutely fine. Under here, fine. But I don't like to use this under my eyes. It just doesn't sit right under my eyes. It goes cakey after a few hours. And yeah, so this is nice to set the rest of my face. But my under eyes are very particular. They're very thin and wrinkly, basically. So yeah, I can only use certain things underneath my eyes. And this isn't it. And I got this in the shade Fair as well. This is what you can purchase from Amazon. You can't really go in store and get it like Superdrug and Boots. But yeah, this is really nice to set the rest of my face. And then we've also got the Vitamin Babe from the Beauty Crop. So I haven't used this in this video because I have already got a video up using this, which I'll link down below. It's my full face of Beauty Crop. This is in transparent. This is a really good powder, and I love the fact it comes with its own powder puff as well. And yeah, This is the sort of powder I tend to use this one more every day. It's so affordable and it is really, really nice powder, and it wears well on my skin. In terms of powder blush, I've not really been testing any new powder brushes lately. I think because where I've been using the liquid ones, I haven't felt the need to use a powder blush. And same with highlighters. I've not really been using powder highlighters, but I have been using the Made by Mitchell Blush Lights. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with these. These go, so here I've got the shade Drip Drip and Nova Nights, which are the ones that I've been using quite a lot. I've got a few of the others which I need to test. I haven't really tried the others yet, but I've been testing these ones a hell of a lot. Drip Drip's the more like silvery one, and then Nova Nights is like slightly champagne-y, which is what I've got on today. As you can see, really, really nice glow, but it takes a few attempts, I feel like, because I see a lot of people just dab it on, good to go, with your sponge, good to go. And no, it doesn't really work like that for me. So I've done it on this side, and I used just a mixture. I warmed it up on the back of my hand, went in with my damp beauty sponge, and then dabbed it on. But it just pulls too much glitter, and then when I'm blending it in, everything just evaporates apart from the pure glitter pieces. And now I've got glitter all around here, and yeah, don't like it like that. So if I'm applying it on the cheeks, then I'll apply it and I'll use the brush that came with my little duo, and this is, like I said earlier, the MF4, which is a really good brush to blend it out. And also another really good, these go beautifully on the eyes just for the extra sparkle, but again, as soon as you start to blend it out, you're just left with the glitter. So if you want just glitter, these are perfect for the eye, especially Drip Drip. I haven't got it on today because I filmed this eye look for a different video, but yeah, if you're going to use these on the eyes, really nice glitter. If you're going to use these on the cheeks, can't work with the beauty sponge, then defo try it with the MF4 brush. I just feel like it worked perfectly, and now it's got quite a nice glow to my skin, quite like a dewy kind of glow, and they go really nicely over the top of powder as well. Like, I don't feel like it's lifted any of my makeup up, even though like some of it blended out and just left glitter. Like, none of my base makeup came up after that. And then to finish off some of the face, like complexion stuff, we've got the Beauty Crop Vitamin Babe, the Vitamin C Set and Mist. As you can see, I've nearly used it all up. It's just a really nice mist. I don't feel like it does anything for like the longevity of my makeup, but the actual mist of it and the smell is beautiful. It's a really nice, like, kind of refreshing set of mist. But yeah, in terms of actually setting my makeup, I don't feel like it does that. It's just very hydrating. Now, I've just got a few eye products, nothing major. So in terms of brows, I chucked away my P. Louise brow balm because it started going all disgusting inside because I've got the original metal container, and I've replaced it with the e.l.f. brow lip. And oh my god, this stuff is so good. It's so good. I haven't tried the ABH brow freeze or like the Unicorn Cosmetics Bare Brow yet. I think I might invest in one of those when this one runs out, because this is only £5 I think it is. And I just scoop a little bit out, I put it onto the back of my hand, and then I use my like spoolie brush and then just brush it through, and it just keeps your brows in place. Like, my brows go up so nicely and so easily. It's so quick to use, and I like the fact that it's clear as well. It doesn't go all like bubbly throughout the day on your brows or anything like that. Then I've got two mascaras. So we've got a black one and a brown one. So the black one is the Essence Lash Princess. A lot of people have been raving about this and said how good of a mascara it is, blah blah blah. So I bought it. It's like £3 in my local Wilko. And yeah, it is a really good mascara in terms of like lengthening and thickening. It brings onto your lashes straight away and brings them right out. But this is horrible to wear, like absolutely horrible. As soon as I put it on, within a couple of minutes, it transfers. It, like, throughout the day as well, it really badly smudges. I've got panda eyes by the end of the day. God forbid I wore this on a night out and literally I had like a blank kind of lower lash line because it was just like a siren eye kind of makeup look, and I had panda eyes after like a few hours, and it was horrible, absolutely horrible. So yeah, I'm chucking this in the bin. I don't like it. It's such a shame because it's such a good mascara at lengthening and doing everything a mascara does, but the wear on this is horrible. And then we've got the Jeffree Star Chocolate Fondue F-Proof Mascara, you know, the one that's like a whip. And this is a crap mascara again. I gave it a good go. It just does nothing for my lashes. It just wets them. It just wets them, which is so annoying because I really wanted a nice brown mascara. And this isn't cheap as well. It's like £20. But I feel like you're just paying for the packaging and paying for the name. You're not really paying for the formula. But yeah, I think the formula formula is crap, to be honest, so this is the kind of mascara that I probably would just wear if I'm wearing lashes. And then last but not least, we've got one more product, and it's the lip product that I'm wearing today, and it's the Body Shop Shine Lip Liquid in the shade Apple Taffy, and it's got argan, jojoba and marula oil. And this, I've said this a few times, it is literally unreal. It just makes your lips look so glossy. It wears well. It smells amazing. It smells like kind of like an apple, toffee apple kind of smell. It smells unreal, and I really do love this. It's probably the only lip product that I've really been reaching for at the moment, because I don't really buy many lip products, to be honest. But yeah, this is, I want to buy like 5 more, because I know I'm just gonna live for this. Okay, so that's the end of my speed reviews video, and how exciting. I'm gonna try and keep up on top of this like every month or every 6 weeks or something, whilst I test new products into my collection and rotate things. There's so many products that I've never used before. Like, let me know down below if you're like that. You buy things because you get swept away in the hype of it, and you see it and you're like, yeah, amazing, or order a massive beauty bay haul and then I've got loads of products that I've not used. So I might actually do a full phase of products that I've never used before that have been in my collection for ages, but we'll see. Let me know down below if any of these products are your favourites, or any of these products don't work for you, as I'd love to know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll see you in my next video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. But yeah, thank you so much. Bye!